Okay, hello, smart listener. We come back to our topic tonight about the overthinking. So, for those of you who just uh, join us, so I want to explain more that tonight we are talk about the overthinking, which is overthinking is thinking too much about something. So I want to hear the opinion from Kak Edi.
All right.
What is the bad impact when we overthink?
Okay, so because I do it a lot, so I think, in my opinion, is that the bad impact of overthinking is that um, you don't do actions too much because you think too much, and there is a saying that goes like, "Don't think but act." So overthinking stops us from preventing us from just doing something that we really want. And sometimes that, especially when we want to talk about dreams, when we want to talk about how to reach dreams, how to make it happen, we we tend to think a lot about the possibilities, the bad possibilities that are going to happen, and it's not good. It's just that, yeah. So it stops you from doing what you really, you know, what you actually can do it. Sometimes we can't do something because of our thoughts, because we are what we think. And so if we think that we can't do it, yes, we can't do it. And so the bad impact is stopping us from doing what exactly we should really do in our lives. And yeah, that's in my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So you mentioned that the overthinking, if we overthink, that will hold us back from the thing that we want to do. So it stop us from something that actually easy for us, but we still overthink about it and we stop doing it. For example, like most of us maybe like the uni students.
Yes. Okay.
So this week, like it's end of semester, so we have like the final final assignment project. So same with me, my experience that I think actually this week is really tough week. I think
I see.
because we have like a lot of project that have like the same deadline. So I actually overthink, stress this thing out rather than actually doing the assignment. So there's like um, there's like the thing that hold us back, like we overthink, like it's so difficult to accomplish the assignment. I am too tired of it, but this like the impact of overthinking. You rather stress things out instead of actually doing it. Like when we, for example, like when we start to doing it, we feel like this assignment actually is not really hard. But if we overthink, we think like we think too much. We think that what will happen. We think that it's too difficult. We think like we are too tired of it. We think that we can't do it. So here's the thing, like the things that comes in our mind is actually like align with our practice atau with our what's come out or what's our behavior, for example. So so what you guys ask you about, have you guys experienced or the things that you overthink right now? Okay, maybe Jannah.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, Jannah. I forget. Have you experienced or are you experienced right now the things that you overthink? For example, like for me, like in this week, I have a lot of assignment that have a near deadline.
So for me nowadays, that I actually always think that with my parents, because actually I live far from them, so they stay
Where you
in.
come from?
I'm from Papua. My parents
Oh,
stay in
Papua.
Papua, so I
So
stay
far.
also from my family.
Which city?
In Nabire.
Oh, Nabira.
Yes, so yeah, actually I'm kind of worried. Like I always think that what should I do at the first time I come to the city? So it makes me feel like worry. What should I do? I didn't know actually this city. So I'm sometimes I call my mom's like I start to crying like okay, I really miss you. That I don't know what should I do. Some kind of like that. Thinking too much and about they sometimes. They also said that they really tired and makes me feel like sad, some kind of like that. It's me, oh my god, what's happened to my family? So I have to study hard. That makes me doing something that like always think that maybe in the future what should I do with my with my parents, that what should I give with my parents in the future as a good children. So it makes me feel like in this days, I mean, I'm actually not doing anything. I just like give them some kind of like burden. So it makes me like feel overthink about how to
Make them proud.
make them proud and some kind of like that. Not always worried about my parents, some kind of like that. So yeah, because maybe I really miss my parents. So it's almost 1 year never met them. So I always think almost every night that I'm actually also like make some video call with them, but sometimes I just maybe 5 minutes, and because the connection there is not really good. So yeah, it makes me feel sad with my family.
Oh, so you actually like this kind of overthink will it's like including with you have mentioned about two types of overthinks, like overthink in the future and overthink about the things that we have right now or in the present, and also the past. So you actually worried about your future, like how you can make your parents proud of you. How can I make them happy? How can I make them fulfill with my things? So I think like it's actually happened with a lot of young generation out there. For example, like we feel like we are such a burden to our parents. For example, like we still take money from them to pay our tuition, to pay our cost life. For example, you in Makassar and also me. I actually coming from Pangkep, so sometimes yes, Sam, we are actually at the same board that we actually overthink like what I wanna be in the future, who I wanna be in the future. For example, like do I really want to be a teacher? Because I am majoring in English education, so I still worry that do I actually want to be a lecturer? Maybe sometimes like we feel it's too high. We set the dreams, we set the expectation too much because they overthinks. But it actually can happen if we like believe it. Something that with for example like from with our work hard with our if we pray, maybe nothing's like that. Nothing's impossible. So if we maybe this is like such a uh, for example, like we have the same word that actually we feel like we are alone in this way, but we actually like we have a lot of people out there also have the same thing that we overthink about our future. So it's actually grouped into the second overthink, like or also known as the worry, because it's grouped with the worry, and for the overthinking about the past and also the present, it's called ruminating. Ruminating. So maybe want to move to Kak Eddie. Have you experienced or what is what is the thing that you ever think right now?
Well, that's a good question because I just did when I wanted to get here. Like, you know,
Okay. Maybe we can continue your explanation, but here we comes to our break session. So don't go anywhere, guys.